Welcome everybody back to the Omnislabs podcast, the second edition. This one's going to be very much more exciting than the first one. So, this is an uncensored podcast. We are the Omnislabs server. We aren't going to go out of our way to swear. Just some housekeeping stuff. Don't be offended if we do say a bad word. We are a Minecraft server, a private server. We are a small group of YouTube commentators on this whole YouTube scene thing. And today, I am Perplus. I am joined by...
C-Diff Man.
Rockabilly.
And Mr. Economist.
And where are you all from?
South Florida.
I'm from California, I think.
Australia.
That's great.
Yeah, and I'm from upstate New York. So, all right. So it's going to be a very good podcast tonight, boys. We've got some topics here, and are you all ready?
Oh yes.
Ready.
Well, if Rockabilly has stopped eating his chips, maybe we are ready.
All right. Are you guys prepared for the first topic?
Yeah. It's all good.
All right. The first topic is we're picking off where we left off last week on the concept of adventure maps. So everybody, favorite adventure map, I guess. I can go first. I guess I really enjoyed Red Merc Mystery. It was the first adventure map I ever saw. So yeah.
All right.
What do you guys want to talk?
Adventure maps. I actually have not played many adventure maps at all. I can't talk. The adventure maps I've enjoyed the most are actually the ones I've just watched other people play on YouTube. So, the Vex's Legendary.
That's a good choice.
Was it the Legendary map? That I watched Etho play through that. Like, it was an old video. It's been up for years, and that series, I loved it.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing in like a day or two. But yeah, that's my favorite for me.
Okay.
Okay, so regarding me, I think one of the best fighting adventure maps that are out there are done by Hypixel. So like Hero Brian's Mansion. People on the server are actually going to be playing that soon, as we are going to be trying to get into the adventure map making scene. With that being said, though, I think we need to qualify or describe what actually is an adventure map versus, let's say, a puzzle map.
Okay, well, we'll get into that in just a sec. Rec, what is your favorite adventure map of all time?
Favorite? Okay, well, I've only played like 3 adventure maps, and
I'm sorry about the dogs.
I don't hear any dogs.
All right, good.
2 of them were from Hypixel, and the other one was from some random guy who sent it to me through the Minecraft forums. So I think I don't really have much of a say, because Hypixel, he's known for having the best ones. However, I didn't really enjoy them in the end, just because it was more of a fighting based rather than, good story or anything like that.
Okay, all understandable. Let me just expand a little bit upon my answer. The reason I chose the Red Merc Mystery was because that was back in like 2011, where I had never even heard of the concept of a downloadable map, and I saw Cat and Sparkles do an LP of it, and that was really before I had ever even considered the concept of cheating in Minecraft and flying and spawning in items. So I was looking at this incredible map, which was really well built, especially at the time when building wasn't really like a big thing, and I thought that he built the whole thing and was just like showing it off, and I was so impressed. And then at the end of the series, like he had diamonds hidden in chests throughout because the map has like a diamond scorekeeping system. So I was like so amazed, like wow, he got all these diamonds and he got all the materials to build these amazing looking things. And then I found out that it wasn't real, and I got pretty invested into the whole idea of adventure maps. But CDFD man, why are we talking about adventure maps?
Well, okay, so as I just joined the server, I've always been very passionate about the idea of adventure map making in Minecraft. As a lot of people know, playing survival for a long period of time and just like surviving out in the wilderness kind of gets old if you don't spruce it up some.
With
Also-
spruce wood, yes.
Yeah, yeah, really. Also, just like the basic creative, that gets kind of old too, in my opinion, just because it's basically building and building, but why? As we all know, you can play Minecraft in multiple different ways, depending on your own personal like opinions or what you like doing. But I think one of the best things for me is giving it a purpose, and that purpose for me is to tell compelling stories.
Or giving it a
Through-
per plus.
Oh, God.
Wow, that was great. But anyway, yeah, giving it a per
hilarious,
plus or
guys.
whatever. Hey, it's like Google Plus. Anyway,
Oh god. Oh dear god.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I?
Yeah. I do mind.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm kidding.
No, I completely agree. Like, something that I love about like mini games is because they're a lot like adventure maps, except it's not like a huge thing. You don't necessarily have a story, but it's more of a quick thing that you can play. Since I'm more into the mini games, it's really nice that I can just focus on one thing for a bit and then switch off to another thing, and it's something good about Minecraft that lets us do that without having to focus on that one thing, like in survival or in just creative. It's a lot more open.
I completely agree. Rek, you are a pretty talented minigame builder as well.
Thank you.
But yeah, like the way I've always seen adventure maps is you're basically using Minecraft to make your own video game for somebody else to play. And
Yeah.
like it can have its own story. It can even have like different rules and like laws of different boundaries, you know? You can make the limits of your map more than the limits of Minecraft, and like have the player be able to do more than they can in survival using command blocks. And you know, it's like it's impressive, just the entire concept of making something that just isn't Minecraft anymore out of Minecraft. It's like Gary's mod, except it's not. It's easier.
I love Gary's mod.
Yeah.
and you know what's really nice about it now is that with all of these most recent updates, now is the best time that you've ever had to make an adventure map.
Yeah.
Just like the stuff
Yes.
you can do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
Yeah,
so good.
I agree. So but anyways, CDFD man, what specifically is going on currently about the entire adventure map thing with you?
Well, I currently have an idea that I've actually talked to you about, but I'm waiting for the rest of
really?
the. Yeah, I'm waiting for the rest of the. I'm waiting for a time to tell the rest of the server. But on my channel, I've hinted at this idea, and it's a adventure map where the basic concept is the anti-griefer agency. So everyone who's ever played Minecraft knows what a griefer is, right? You're
What's a
either a
griefer?
griefer or you've been attacked by one. I'm gonna show you firsthand what a griefer is in a couple minutes on the server. Anyway, but anyway, my idea is, what if it was really cool, like if you had an agency that was actively trying to stop like griefers in their tracks. So think of like the FBI or CIA, and you built a story around that. Without getting into too much detail, that's the map that I'm currently building, and I'm trying to get the rest of the Omnislabs guys to basically collaborate as a server to make a really cool experience with the new update abilities.
Yep.
Sounds cool.
So
The AGA.
viewers,
Yeah, the anti-griefer agency.
I like that. I saw some of your videos on it, so that's actually what got me interested in watching your videos and like getting in touch with you and stuff. So good work on that. I want to see more of it and help you if I can.
Oh yeah. Well, there's definitely opportunity. Just, you know, we want to keep the story elements a secret.
according to CDF's roommate, if you decide to join him on this project, you will officially be his slave. Um, that's just a direct quote from his roommate.
No,
So, yeah.
teammate, and collaborator to craft something which I believe can be an amazing story. And like as I've talked to Rec and some other of the guys on the server, I think adventure maps do a really good job right now with creating worlds and like, okay, go on a quest, fighting monsters and all that kind of stuff. But I think a lot of them lack like a good story foundation because the story is kind of written after they've built the map, or it's like, okay, I want to take them to this location. Why? Okay, I'll just write this short thing up,
Yeah, like
So
I
I
want to
think-
show off this concept that I have, or I want to show off this build, so I'll write a story around it. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. So I think if you start basically backwards and say, okay, this is the story I want to tell. How should I tell it in Minecraft? You can create a pretty good story. And I think that's what we've done with this concept idea. And we're definitely going to be expanding on it as a server as a whole and really trying to get it to basically a high pixel level of quality, but with storytelling.
Yes. I definitely like that idea. Storytelling is a big thing, and people don't necessarily realize how big it is. Even if you have crappy builds and a great story and good gameplay, that's going to bring in more people and more interest than just fighting and killing mobs, which you do in survival anyway.
No, that's the problem. Is that's not true. It's you can have a really crappy story, but if it's got really good builds and really nice redstone, I'm not insulting him in any way by saying this, but an example of that is Hypixel.
No, I'm not saying that's bad or anything. I'm just saying with a good story, it's even better.
Yeah, okay.
Because it grabs more attention and
Definitely.
people pour themselves and their time into it, and they want to see what happens in the end.
I'd just like to clarify, I was not insulting Hypixel or his maps in any way just there. I just think that he has more of a focus on fighting or his builds or his redstone rather than story, which is his personal preference, and that's totally fine. He makes incredible maps. But, yeah, breath of fresh air is what I think the point that everyone's trying to make here.
And I think if you really approach it from storytelling perspective, just think of all the stories that haven't been told in Minecraft. The same like, we're gonna go fight something or we're gonna go kill something. Oh, okay, that's basically every adventure map. But if you actually go from this,
1 second.
Oh.
You can keep talking just a sec.
Okay, if you actually go from the story perspective, who's to say you couldn't make an adventure map without any fighting whatsoever? Oh no, what would that include? Well, there's a lot more to Minecraft than just killing things. So, there's a lot you can do.
You could make a Portal-themed adventure map.
Yeah, that sounds like a cool idea too, actually.
Lots of ender pearls.
Our Skype call has been put on hold.
Is it really?
That's it. What?
I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. He must have went away. But anyway, I think right now would be a good time to clarify like what an adventure map is. Because, okay, when people say, oh, I download an adventure map and it's a complete the monument thing, I'm like, is that really an adventure map? That's kind of like complete the monument. And I feel that as a puzzle or a challenge map.
A lot of people,
where an adventure map is like a story, in my opinion.
A lot of people just take all custom maps and put them under the label of adventure map.
Yeah. It's a kind of at the moment a generic blanket term.
Yeah.
So let's change that.
Yeah. Come on, guys, do it. 7 million people who own this game.
Let's change their perceptions about what an adventure map can be.
Well, I mean, let's keep in mind that out of the 7 million, how many of them are old enough to understand how to install an adventure map? Probably about 1/10.
I do not think that that's a issue. I mean, you just link it to a YouTube video.
Yeah, it acts as a good filter,
Yeah.
Well,
to
but
get the people that you
that being
want.
said, we don't
11
want.
10, 11-year-olds can install these maps, and like, how many kids younger than 10 or 11 will be playing Minecraft?
Lots.
And
Funny story about that. I've actually got my like whole smaller, like I have second cousins who are like 8 and like really young, and I've hooked them on Minecraft.
you
Basically,
destroyed their
And
lives.
I've ruined their lives.
Yeah.
No, but if you're that young and you're playing Minecraft, you're not even going to care about an adventure map. You're just going to be building a dirt hut and punching pigs.
Yeah, which is pretty much a huge chunk of the more than half the community, I'd say. Like, oh my god, did you see the new Skyless Minecraft video? Oh my god, all my friends are talking about it. Oh my god, everyone at school has Minecraft. My mom doesn't let me play Minecraft past 9. Oh my god, she's such a bitch.
Bad word. $1 in the swear jar.
Exactly. Oh, is this like where we buy Bud Light, right? I swear, did you guys ever see that commercial?
No.
Oh, it was a banned Super Bowl commercial where
That's
it was like every
great.
time you swore in the office, it would go to buying Bud Light. So basically, everyone was just like cussing their heads off.
We don't have Bud Light over here.
That
That's
sounds
great.
awesome.
You don't have Bud Light in Australia?
Nah,
Wow.
Mother of God.
Do you have Budweiser?
no. We don't have any of that
What?
American fake beer.
Fake beer. Okay, yeah, you like the really dark and
That's the kind of beer that
hoppy beer, right?
That's the good
We-
kind of beer.
We
Just
do
saying.
we do have
I went to Ireland, and that is definitely the better kind of beer. the really dark hoppy one.
yeah.
Oh God.
No, we've got Guinness and that's black. We've got lots of, darker beers.
Oh yeah, Guinness is everywhere.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest highlights of my Ireland trip is the Guinness brewery. Unfortunately, they didn't let me taste test, but it was still really cool to see it all.
You could
And how it was all
have
made.
you could have accidentally fallen in a vat.
Yeah.
Suck in some water or suck in some.
Oh man.
No, but we've got we've got Tui's, we've got Victoria Bitter, Carlton, Crown, Heineken. Beers.
Interesting. I don't really know too much about this subject of beer, but when I went to Ireland, I learned a lot about the entire culture that surrounds it, and I was interested. It's really fascinating, actually.
So back to adventure map making.
Yeah. What do you guys all consider to be criteria for a good adventure map?
Do you mind if I go
Focus
first?
on story. Oh,
It's
sorry.
got to be enjoyable.
Okay, I'll go last. That's
No,
fine.
it doesn't have to be enjoyable. You can hate it, and it can be a great map.
Well, that's true too. I
You,
mean,
you can
all-
hate it
Guys-
and make great
guys,
video, but if you
let's-
hate it, you're
let's
not going
make-
to really enjoy
Let's
it.
make the most unenjoyable adventure map ever. It's gonna be the best. Everybody's gonna love it.
I can do that. Trust me. I can do that.
Yeah,
it has to have like that. It has to have that feel where it's like you have to finish. Like even though you hate it like a lot, you just have to get done with it.
What you
because
to
it's like
do
the
that?
challenge.
To do that, you have to make it seem really simple, but it really is impossible to do. So I don't know. People look at it, they're like, "Damn it, it's so easy. Why can't I do this? Just one more time." And then
Yeah.
they get shot by a skeleton or knocked off by a ghast or whatever, and then they're like, "Damn, just one more time." That's how you make a map, that people hate but they can't put down. In
So,
my opinion, at least.
for a good map.
Who, me? You guys talking to me now?
You did ask to go first, so I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay, a good map needs... Okay, I'm thinking like a perfect map right now. Is that okay?
So like a
Yeah.
bunch of me,
No.
like a bunch of purple plus signs just everywhere.
A perfect map would need an amazing story. It needs to last at least 3 hours.
Ooh, I
That's
consider that pushing it.
I
that's long.
for
Yeah.
That's
me
really
3
long.
hours, that's
For me-
short.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's
but
short.
For an adventure map, I think that's pretty long.
I,
Especially if it's the kind that you're gonna, have custom textures and sounds and voice recordings and everything like that.
I just think like if you can have a 3-hour adventure map, even longer, I don't mind. Uh, I would record it if it's this good. Like it needs to have good builds, good story, um, good placement of like order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I say this? Like the order of events kind of thing.
Hmm.
It needs to have something big. It needs to have a great ending, because that's one thing that I haven't seen in any of Hypixel's maps is the ending. That it's just so much like, oh, kill this mob, and they're dead. Okay, you won. Now it's not bad or anything, but it's not. It doesn't leave me feeling good about it.
Hmm.
It just leaves me feeling, all right, we finished this one. What's next? So
Yeah.
if I can feel hooked and it's 3 hours long and I still want to keep playing it, then that's the perfect map for me, and I want it.
Hmm.
CDFD man, get on it.
Wait, could I jump on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking everything you said made sense to me, and but I'd like to add every adventure map, like you don't associate adventure maps with their stories usually. You associate them with a particular concept that they introduced that you're like, oh man, that's cool. They retextured this so it looks like this. Like that map did that. You don't think like you don't think about like, oh man, that's the one that the ending had me sweating and
No, for me, it's not so much the retexturing, but it's more the story. Well, that's for me at least.
And that's what we're saying is that majority of maps just like fall flat when it comes to storytelling. You know?
yeah.
And that's what we hope to change. I mean, quite honestly, if we're going to be going after building an adventure map, I think starting at the story and going from there is really important.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do it backwards because then it's a half measure.
I mean, you can always improve your builds, but if you don't start with a good, solid story, it's kind of like, you can polish droppings, but it doesn't make them,
Clean.
not droppings. Yeah.
Now that brings up an interesting thing that happens to me quite often is
I polish my droppings and
when that is not it.
the
No.
concept of polishing your poop.
Oh,
that
jeez.
just
Oh,
leads
jeez.
that makes a perfect
Jeez.
segue for
Gosh.
PS4.
go ahead, Rec.
I was just kidding.
It brings me to a good point. Not that part. You guys said that you can always go back and edit and fix your builds. Like, whenever I'm working on an adventure map or a mini game, I tend to start working on it, get further in, and then I realize, oh, I could have done this so much better this way, or this would have looked so much better if I had it this way. It's too late now. Like, should I keep working on this, or should I just like move on to something new because I have a better idea now?
Mm.
It's just one of those things that I always go through. I have a hard time finishing things, honestly. Like, it's just tough for me. And most of my mini games that I finished, the one that I finished,
Your team
every-
right?
yeah, my mob spleef. That's the only one that I really finished. Everything else I started, got halfway done, almost ready to finish, and I just couldn't. So that's why I've been.
What about your pirate ship minigame?
That's what I'm gonna keep working on. I'm not gonna stop. And I'm just saying, like, the reason why I have my mini series where I do little tiny mini games is because I can finish those within an hour or so, and it's a lot less painful if I don't finish it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that goes back to? That goes back to any like design thing. If you don't have if you don't work out the story and like establish what you want to do to begin with, you're going blind, and going blind, you figure out, oh, I should have done this in the beginning, and now it's changed everything, and now it's not worth it, you know. So if you do all the brainstorming ahead of time and really nail down what you want to tell in your story, right, or what you want to do in your mini game, and say, okay, yeah, I came up with this concept in the middle of it, but this is what we established to begin with, and in order to remain on track, we're just going to keep going with what we have, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's just so tough for me to do. Because I would start off and I'd be like, okay, like for instance, I want to make a racing game, and then we can have this part where you need to do like a parkour scene or whatever. And then midway, I'm like, oh, I should have done, I don't know. I should have added this so that it makes it harder at this point, but I don't know. I just I feel like since I didn't think of it ahead of time, I might as well just not do it. And then that leads me, or that mood where I'm like, I might as well not do that, leads to me not doing the entire map.
Vicious
Well,
cycle.
okay, I guess
Yeah, exactly.
as long as you don't change the core, you should be good. But when you start deciding that, oh, the core mechanics is wrong, then you have a real problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like,
Just out of curiosity, CDFD man. In this, most adventure maps tend to have a certain aspect of gameplay that is like the core of the core mechanic. Like, an example would be some maps have like you fight through enemies to get to a certain point, or some are puzzles. Like, what would your map be for the
core mechanic wise? Well, this is an idea
what
that
would
I've
you
really been wrestling.
What would you mostly be doing?
Right. Okay.
As far
So
as, like, what challenges would you have to overcome to progress further in the story? Is what I'm saying.
I think that's definitely open up to design. What I'm thinking of now, one aspect that I really want to incorporate is using the new Tell Raw features. Basically, have like a PDA device around the concept that you join a server and you have special powers, right? Because you're an authority. So you can use effects on players like remotely from the player themselves. So if you have a location that's too high for you to usually jump, you can use an effect on your person to get up there, you know? So you can choose that effect, but you have some limitation on what you can actually do. That being said, I think there might be a very minor emphasis on fighting, but I want to go about it in not just your typical hack and slash format, you know?
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I think in times when you don't have a weapon, you know, it's harder to like defend yourself, you know, than just like take my wooden sword and hack him down.
I did
Okay.
have this idea, and I'd like to bring it up in this call if you guys don't mind. It's not a huge idea, but something I've been thinking about for a while.
Go for it.
An adventure map where the point is not to fight, but you are supposed to survive. There are mobs coming to attack you, but you are defenseless pretty much. The only way that you can stop them is with light. So for instance, if you lay down a torch, all the zombies will turn away and they won't want to be next to you.
How?
Now, you only have like that one torch. Well, mechanics. We'll not talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a bit more complicated than just like how. But you know what I mean? Like, I just thought it'd be really nice if it was this character who has his mission, and I'm mainly thinking like, okay, I have this concept of this feature I want to put into an adventure map. I don't really have like a story or anything, but it'd be nice if he was like an adventurer and you're going out
I can
and
help
you
with
have
that
this one
easily.
torch that's handy for you. But yeah, it'd be tough to do, but I think it's doable.
Yeah, I can more than gladly help you with that as far as story goes.
That sounds
Have
like
you
an
ever played
awesome
Alan
idea.
Wake?
No,
Have you
I
guys
have not.
ever played Alan Wake?
I'm
Nope.
not.
Okay, well that
Nope.
was a
Sorry.
very narrative-driven game, but the concept there was you had like this darkness, and if you were standing in a light, you would be safe from it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot
So
about
yeah,
it. I don't know if any of you guys watched Pause on Pause's LP of Rain. It's a different game. It's a super cool concept that I think would be awesome to create in Minecraft. It's there's a kid. It was a purely story-driven game. The gameplay wasn't phenomenal, but it's a really short series. If you haven't seen it, it's only like 8 episodes, I think. I would strongly recommend it. It is pretty phenomenal. It's a Japanese game. It's about this boy who's invisible, and he is he's only visible when it's raining, and when he's out in the rain. But now you would think that he would probably usually want to be out in the rain and be visible because then you can communicate with people. But the idea of the game is you're running away from these monsters that have the same property as the boy, and you don't know anything about the boy's backstory. He doesn't know anything about himself either. He's just he just knows that he's invisible for whatever reason, and there are these monsters that are really scary looking that have the same properties. They also are invisible when they are not in the rain. So like if they go in shelter, if the boy goes in shelter, he becomes invisible again. And if he has to escape from these beasts and get to he sees this light at the other end of the city, and the whole game is him trying to get to this light, and he has to overcome these obstacles and try to stay invisible and escape these monsters in order to do that.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my god, it was fantastic. It was the best YouTube series I've ever seen, and Pause on Pause is great, and so just a combination of him and the game was just incredible.
That does sound pretty good. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. It's a Japanese game. It's
Okay.
it's PS3 exclusive, and it's a little game. It's like a little DLC game on the PlayStation 3. So yeah, but check it out. It is fantastic, and the ending was heart wrenching.
Okay. I think I will actually. That sounds pretty cool.
So yeah, I was thinking that that'd be really interesting if that could be done in Minecraft.
Where the player is invisible.
When he's out in the open. So like if there's a block above his head, then he becomes visible again. Or no, then he becomes invisible again. And if he we would have like the weather would always be raining. And he would have like an invisibility potion effect. But this wouldn't be like a full game. It would only be like a really short proof of concept, like little adventure map that would only I'm getting a little bit of echo. It'd be pretty. I don't know how to explain it. It wouldn't be super.
I reckon
In depth.
that's definitely possible to do
Yeah.
something like that in Minecraft.
anything
currently.
is possible.
Well,
Yeah,
currently,
anything is possible.
Agreed. Agreed.
Or you can
There
get
are
close
limitations,
To it. Yeah, you can get close to it.
but there's ways around everything pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys should definitely check that out and tell me what you think.
I think I will do that.
The only thing that like you wouldn't be able to do in Minecraft would be like the Stanley Parable.
Why wouldn't you
Why
be able
not?
to do that?
That's
in
the one that I
Minecraft?
think I can do.
Yeah, exactly.
I have not been watching any Stanley Parable videos at all.
Like
Don't watch it. Buy the game.
Oh my
like
God,
honestly,
yeah.
So
don't
funny.
spoil it.
Yeah.
Buy the game. Yeah.
I already know pretty much all about it, and I wouldn't buy it because I know it. But it's worth playing if you don't know it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's hilarious. But it pretty much makes fun of modern video games and how freaking.
Just don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Spoiling it.
Alright, fine. So, we can move on to the next concept.
concept.
Sure.
All right, next topic.
Mods.
Okay.
Actually, it was PlayStation 4.
No. Okay.
PlayStation 4. I don't play PlayStation. I
Neither do
stopped
I.
after PlayStation 2.
The only PlayStation I've ever owned is, I'm looking at it right now. It's the PlayStation, the first one, the grey rectangle
Nice.
box one, yeah, and it still works. I
Because you're
had-
from Australia.
I had 3 games on it. I had V Rally, International Superstar Soccer Pro, and Monster Mash. Now, I absolutely hated Monster Mash, but I loved V Rally. Unfortunately, the disc broke, and I've still got International Superstar Soccer Pro that still runs, although my controllers are kind of dodgy.
I've
PlayStation. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
I'll go right ahead.
I was just gonna say PlayStation has always been like the number one. In my opinion, like Nintendo kind of got pushed out. Like I know Nintendo is huge. I'm not saying that they aren't, but PlayStation kind of took over what gaming was, and then from there Xbox kind of came out, and I was always an Xbox fan.
Yeah, me too. I never owned a PlayStation. That's what I was gonna say. I've owned every I've owned the original Xbox. I've owned 2 original Xboxes and the 360 now, but I'm not gonna get a next gen anyways. Sticking to my PC.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I'm more PC than anything. Although a year and a half ago I did get an Xbox 360, just because for my 21st, I'd been given lots of vouchers for an electronics store, and I didn't know what to buy, so I just bought an Xbox with them. I was just like, yeah, right.
What do you think?
I've got quite a few games on it. I've got, GTA 5, I've got lots of Halo, I've
Yeah.
got
Woohoo! We should play Halo.
Modern
I love
Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, I think, and yeah, I like the Xbox. I like all the games I've played on it. It's yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it is fun actually. I don't think either company is super good about their tech support or just like their general treatment of their customers. Honestly, from what I've heard and experienced, from what I've experienced from Microsoft and from what I've heard from PlayStation users.
I mean, I've owned a Xbox 360 for a long time. I just recently got a PS3. And I know that my 360's broken once, and it gave me a free month of Live. And then it broke
Yeah.
again, and then it was basically time to buy a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, the 360s don't hold up over time.
Yeah, they really don't. Actually, I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, like the first few months, people were having to, they were like complaining or sending them back because, including my brother-in-law, he got it like, what is it, like the midnight release kind of thing, and that month it was overheating, and it even started melting some parts of his
Oh
CDs.
God.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
So I remember when that happened, and they had to like recall a bunch of them and then fix that up and then send them out again. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think honestly, I think that they were just trying to keep up because the Xbox 360 was coming out and the Wii was coming out. They
So
wanted to be
They
along
knew that
with the
their
next
product
gen.
wasn't ready.
we've
Oh, I don't think that they knew it wasn't ready. I think that they just rushed it so they can open it with everybody else.
Wow.
there was that problem with the Xbox 360s down in Australia, at least. If it was the Xbox 360s would get the Ring of Death, so that the console would just overheat in the hot weather down here, and just if you were playing it, and it would just burn out, and then it was stuffed. You would have to get a new one.
Great.
Was that happening in the States as well, or?
Yep. I heard that something like 30% of PS4s aren't working
Wow,
right now.
that's terrible.
I don't know if that's
Um,
true at all. Don't quote me on that at all because I just heard that from a kid at school, and that's
What's-
a pretty high number, like unrealistically high. So
Yeah.
What was great is Microsoft sent out like a image, like "Good job on your launch, Sony," or like "Great launch" on their Facebook page, and
Yeah.
this was with all the like problems PS4 was having, and so it was like, good play, nice play, Microsoft, nice play.
Okay. Nice. I still think that Sony is freaking hilarious for the this is how we share games at Sony. That made me laugh so hard, and I can watch that over and over. 30-second long clip. Completely blew Xbox One out of the water. Like, Xbox One, for those of you, if you're watching the stream and you don't know what I'm talking about here, like if you're Megan, you know that the Xbox One and PS4 are major competitors. And Xbox One wanted to change the way that games are shared. Instead of just sharing your disc, you actually have to jump through a ton of hoops and download it, and you have to pay a crap ton of money. And everyone was like, what the hell is this? Why can't you just do it on the disc? And that'd be so much simpler. So anyways, Microsoft released like a freaking really, really long video about like how we share our games at Microsoft. And like it's like they got it like narrated by a professional narrator, and she's like, step one, like go to your friends, yada yada yada, select the game you want to share, make your payment, and then like have your friend download the game, yada yada yada. But then Sony retaliated with a with a another video, and they posted it, and it's like, here is how we play. Here's how we share games at Sony, and then it's got on the screen, it says like step one, sharing the game, and it's then the music just stops, and he hands like he just pulls out the disc out of his back pocket, hand it to his friend, and then they both smile at the camera, and then it just cuts, and it was just like really funny after Xbox One made a huge deal out of the launch, and everybody was freaking out about it. It was well timed and well played, and a really good business idea as well.
I think the sad thing though is that PlayStation ended up including what Xbox was gonna have, and the idea was that you can share games online for a limited amount of time, so that obviously they don't own it. But that was the whole thing with Xbox. They didn't really want to stop you from sharing the game. They just wanted to change the way we shared it. And PlayStation completely destroyed them with that little stunt they did. And then they took the idea and implemented it into the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm done.
I don't
with
know.
that.
Like Xbox One versus PS4, it's just like I've got a 360, a nice computer, and then a PS3. What do I really need the next gen for?
If they shut down the 360 Xbox Live servers, that's what.
Halo 6 or Halo 5. Actually, Halo 5. That's going to be an Xbox One title.
Yeah. If they shut down I can't imagine that they would anytime soon, obviously, but I don't know.
When they did it for Halo 2 or for Xbox Original, I was depressed. There was like such a small community for Halo 2 on Xbox Original, and there was like times where I'd be on there playing SWAT, and there was literally like 10 people in any lobby. Like that was it, and like that was so fun though. I enjoyed it so much, and they knew that we were like really loyal to the game, I guess, and they even like gave us a month of free gold membership for staying so long. And they were like, we're sorry we have to update for the 360. We're glad that you enjoy our game, and we want to give you a gift of a month of free Xbox Live Gold. So that was really cool. I couldn't use it because I didn't have a 360, but it was nice of them.
That is cool. So, do you guys want to talk about Snapchat before we go?
No.
Snapchat. Oh, jeez.
You know the deal with Snapchat?
Don't you mean
What?
sex chat?
I
That's
don't
all
know.
it's
Maybe
used
for
for.
some people.
I don't think so. I've got A lot of I use it a lot, and mainly
Oh,
just to
really?
communicate with my friends.
Yeah. So basically, the idea is to be able to communicate without leaving an electronic trail. So like that's one of the problems with Facebook or Twitter, in the fact that whatever you do stays there. So just saying, Snapchat is the idea that only the people who should be seeing it is getting it. So yes, there is some room there for some more mature content. But I think what you're really talking about, Perp, is their
The recent
denial of
Yep.
$4 billion from
Oh,
Google.
jeez, that
from
was such a
Facebook.
mistake. That was a mistake. And
Well,
I understand what he's
It's
going for.
really
Like
ambitious.
it, I understand. Like he thinks, okay, it's his business. He can make more than that. If Facebook wants it, then obviously it's going to be worth something. However, um, $4 billion is too much to pass on something that might eventually just become a fad, and somebody will come up with an even better idea.
Yep. And like especially in this day and age when that happens all the time. Like businesses, a new business could easily be started that could just overthrow the market. Look at Minecraft. Minecraft is an indie game, came out of freaking nowhere and overtook the PC gaming community.
Yep.
And it's not even sold on Steam. So Steam could have made so much money, and Steam tried to make so much money. They tried to get Minecraft to be sold on Steam, but no. And it's freaking insane. Like it was a bad decision. It was really ambitious, and I respect it, but bad plan,
It's
man.
it's a greed. It's a greed proposition, basically, at that point. To turn
Yeah.
down that much money for a service that is an app, okay, it's an
Yeah.
app, and doesn't even make any revenue streams. Like, it has no revenue. It has never made any revenue. What are they doing?
Yeah, we can't, like, that is more money than is comprehensible.
Facebook has problems making money, and they're just
Yes.
now figuring it out how to make money on Facebook. So it's just like to turn down Facebook and Google. Just like, yeah, okay. Let's see how good that goes.
They turned down Google.
Yeah, Facebook offered them $3 billion. They declined. Google offered them $4 billion. They declined.
We did the math. During my free period, my friends and I were talking about all the things we could do with all the money, and we calculated how many Lamborghinis you could buy with $4 billion, and it was like 13,000. 13,000 Lamborghinis. If you
No.
the like $250,000 Lamborghinis, then yeah, which are freaking amazing.
Is that all?
Hell.
Only 13,000.
Well, I mean, that would be a terrible waste of money.
I think it's a pretty good way to spend $4 billion.
Imagine how many
Really
Priuses
not.
you could buy.
Yeah, that's exactly what my friend said. He's like, you could buy a bunch of Priuses too, or you could just buy a Toyota. It's no, never mind.
I mean, with that much money, you have to invest, and ideally, like because everybody knows that you're gonna want to spend some of it. So I think putting a third of it away for you to save.
Dude, what do you mean a third of it? You could put away. Dude, you cannot spend 2/3 of $4 billion.
You could
No,
put
listen,
away.
listen,
you could
listen.
put away 20
Listen.
million and be fine.
That is way more money
Listen,
than you would
listen.
know how to
You
spend.
should
Dude.
spend like
Listen,
$5 million and then save the rest.
Yeah, easily.
I think put a third of it away for saving, because there are those rich people who are billionaires and then they find out one day, oh, we need to go bankrupt because we lost everything. So you need to save that. You need to have a backup if you want to stay a billionaire. The most of it should be going into investing into a business. So even if you're not buying a business, if you're putting most of it down into a business so that you make money from that, then you're good.
Mhm.
And then give yourself like 2 million, 3 million to spend on whatever the heck you want.
Yeah, pay all your bills. Let your kids go to college and buy a nice house and a nice car, and you're happy.
Mhm.
Actually, what investors do, really, if you have that large of a sum of money, you would put it in multiple startups. And even though
Yes.
like 19 out of 20 fail, it's that one Facebook that you make your money back and more.
Yep, exactly. And that's how people stay rich.
People who
I
are
would-
rich
I
are
would
actually
probably
very
put it-
frugal.
I'd probably put it
Yes.
in property.
Yeah,
Property
Yeah.
is the best. I
that's
think.
what my girlfriend's dad said. He would buy a few thousand acres and just put it into conservation, and not let any hunting or anything go down there because he's super against that stuff.
Yeah. Chips.
Not me.
It's
Not me, man.
popcorn.
I've been
no-
muting
I'm not
my
eating.
mic. I've been muting my mic every time I eat something.
All right, so would you guys have taken the money?
Yes.
Yes.
But yes.
I would have taken the $1 billion offer that
Yeah.
Facebook did
Hell, I would have
eventually.
taken 100 million. Come on.
I would have taken like $1 million. Oh wow, my app is worth $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
How about 4 billion?
I would have made it
Yes,
5.
No question.
I would have
Yeah.
demanded 5, so then I could buy out Busch Gardens.
They would have gone with it. You know
Hey,
they would have. If they were like, make it 5 and it's a deal, then yeah, they'd go for it. But instead, he just completely denied it. Like, nope, not selling it.
What I'm wondering is why do they want it so badly? How are they gonna make money off of Snapchat?
Well, it does make money.
It has
Just
a
like-
potential.
Just
I mean,
because
he makes
just because
money. Haven't you guys seen his house?
I don't know how he makes money at all.
I honestly don't know either. I'm pretty sure it has to do with ads and stuff, but I know that he
Snapchat
makes
doesn't
money.
have ads.
At least not yet, and that's why it has value. Like, it has a user base, but it doesn't have advertisements revenue yet. And that's why these companies wanted this, Google and Facebook, because I think Facebook tried an app of a similar like concept, but it failed. And then Google, knowing that Google Plus is falling behind Facebook, or was never even on the same level as Facebook, they want
Google
something
Plus.
to get on that.
In recent news, Google Plus recently surpassed MySpace. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do you guys consider YouTube a social network?
No,
Nope.
no, I do not.
No.
And I don't want it to be a social network.
I don't
Yeah,
either,
me
but
either.
it kind of is a little bit. I mean, it connects you with people you know, or it connects you with people you don't know, and you make friends with them. We're a shining example.
I think YouTube is a place for video creators
Yeah.
to share their videos and get a response from viewers.
Hmm.
That being, comments, messages, and then even collaborating with others who do videos on YouTube as well. I think it should stay a source of entertainment and not be a source of social media. It just does not make sense.
All right.
Sorry, we're gonna go straight back into that topic.
No, I'd like to cut off that topic there if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Sorry.
I could easily go for another topic or even maybe 2, but are any of you guys up to it? Or because I believe we're about to hit the hour mark here. So
I
We
think I'm
could
good
we
for
could
one
save
more.
the topics for next week, or we could continue. I'm good for either. Really.
okay.
Yeah, I mean,
More after I have to get off and start heading out.
Okay. Well, then we could do just a really quick one. Favorite YouTube video is the one that I have written down.
Okay. Favorite YouTube videos.
That's a hard one.
Well, why don't we just check our YouTube favorites?
I
Yeah,
I
actually
just got this count.
I don't add anything to my favorites.
Neither do I.
Really?
Yeah.
I do.
really,
I don't use.
I
that
use it
at
all the time. Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's
Somebody
Alright.
can put
Uh,
an exceptional amount of effort into a video, and it can look really cool and stuff, but still a video that somebody literally spent 5 seconds on could be more entertaining. Like, take one of Captain Sparkle's animations, for example. They spend months on that. But, like, like a 5 second long viral video of a kid falling over might be generally more liked.
I've decided I've got my favorite YouTube video of all time.
Oh, what is it?
Why is the rum gone? I believe is what it's called. I'm just typing it now.
I've seen it.
Yeah, why is
It's,
the rum
um,
gone?
It's a remix of
Is this a?
Parts of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen it.
That's what I
It's
thought.
it's a lot like taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
Yeah, I didn't like that one as much, but why is the rum gone? That's
Yeah.
my favorite because there's also a bit of a backstory, with that as well with me and my mates.
Oh God. Care to share?
All right. We'd all gone over to a mate's place. This is like 2 years ago. We're all about 19 for a barbecue. So we have a barbecue. We break out the beer, and then at like, it was probably about midnight. The host pulls out a bottle of rum, and we're all like, yes! And within half an hour, the bottle was gone. And then we took a photo of it and we posted it on Facebook with the caption, "Why is the rum gone?" And because we're all really, we were kind of out of it, so we all thought it was really funny. And yeah, fond memories.
All right. Fair enough.
It's pretty funny.
I don't know. I like the there's a lot of videos I really like. I like the Ill America song. It just like it's not like funny or anything. It is really cool. It is called Ill America by Wolfgang Gartner. So type in like if you're looking for it, it's ILLMERICA, and it's basically, the song is nothing special, but the music video, it just like takes you through American history, and it's just really interesting for me. And then another one that I really like, which is a very similar style, is it's the Words music video by Bo Burnham. I know every word, and it is so funny. That song, Bo Burnham is like one of the funniest people ever, and he got his start on YouTube, and now he's famous for it. So.
One of the most like my favorite YouTube video is of World of Color at Disneyland, California, and that was just like really inspiring for me, being a lighting guy.
All right. Fair enough.
How about touching on the same subject, sort of? What
Hang
was
on,
your first?
Before we move on,
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
I've got another one. It was actually an ad on TV over in Australia. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. It's if you type in on Google, "it's a big ad," the ad will come up, and that's one of my favorite YouTube videos as well. It's just hilarious.
Okay, searching it right now. It's a big ad.
Yeah.
Is it 59 seconds long?
Probably about that length.
Is it about beer?
Yeah. That seems to be a common theme.
For you, yeah.
But
I know what my favorite YouTube video is, actually.
This is really funny.
what is it?
My God, it's big.
Alright. Why are you watching it right now, you weirdo? Don't watch it right now.
It's so funny.
We're in the podcast. Come on.
It's so funny.
You're not. Come on. Alright. I think I know my favorite
That's
video.
great. Thank you for showing that to me.
My favorite video has to be from Biffa 2001.
Oh God.
Is Tea Time with Biffa number 5. Just saying.
Rick.
Okay, but I'm gonna take everything I just said back. My favorite video of all time is Jimmy Neutron Happy Family Happy Hour.
Oh jeez,
Oh god.
that sounds terrible.
It's a minute and 4 seconds long. It is purposefully bad animation, 3D animation. And part of the reason that I love it so much is because my friends and I have a really long-standing obsession with it. Because it is really, really weird, which is part of what makes it so funny, like intentionally weird. The guy who makes it doesn't have a microphone, so he just uses text-to-speech programs, so it sounds really creepy. And it mispronounces everything. And, like, this guy probably, at this point, would be able to afford a decent quality microphone, but he chooses not to because that's part of what makes his videos gold. And, like, this one video, Jimmy Neutron, Happy Family Happy Hour, it's the first thing that comes up when you type in Jimmy Neutron now.
Really?
Really. It's got an entire sub-community devoted to it, and it's only like a minute long. Like there's
Serious?
Yep, there's a ton of novelty accounts like that just like go on his other videos or other Jimmy Neutron related videos and comment. They get 1 billion likes because everyone that is part of like if you search Jimmy Neutron on YouTube, then you see this video. And what's really creepy about it is it's only got like it recently passed 1 million views, and my friends and I had a big celebration because it was awesome. But like not I say big celebration. We called each other and like, dude, it's about to hit 1 million. We're like, okay, cool. But what's creepy is that isn't a lot of views for a video to be super viral. But I found it on my own, but another group of friends in my school found it on their own, and we found out about it like with each other, which is super creepy because it's not like. Then that happened when it was only at like 200,000 views. So, like, we both found the same video that is like really weird, and oh man, just you guys need to watch this video. And some of his other videos are really funny as well.
Hello, Jimmy.
But
Hello, you. I am going to
it is
make
the
a
most
delicious
quotable thing
dinner
you'll ever see.
Thing is scary.
Are you watching it?
Yes.
Jimmy, your mom is dead.
Oh.
You order of pizza for dinner.
Okay, Daddy.
The pizza is aggressive.
Hello, can I get a large pizza
Oh, God.
for the Nutman household?
I can watch it. I know every line. It's only like a minute long, but I've seen it so many times.
With me, Jimmy.
Some sad, strange little man.
Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I have to start getting ready to go.
Yep. We're gonna wrap things up. I just want to hear E's final reaction so I can talk about the video with him.
The pizza is aggressive.
Oh shit.
Do you mind doing that without me? I need to get out of here.
Sure, go ahead.
Past
Just
six. Alright,
another day. in the
Thank you,
life of
guys.
Jimmy Neutron.
See you later, Rock.
Yeah.
bye.
See ya.
So what do you think, E?
That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I'm definitely on the weird part of YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, I see. I've gone to the weird part of YouTube again.
Yeah. And there's a picture of Michael from Vsauce holding a banana. Okay.
Is it a Vsauce video?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Rockabilly is now playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, whatever.
I don't have him on Steam, actually. I should add him.
Do I have you on Steam?
Nah. I've only got Richard on Steam.
Oh, dude, add me.
You guys don't have any of me on Steam.
Guess what my Steam name is?
I don't know. Purplus?
Purplus.
Aggressive Pizza.
Seriously?
Wow.
Seriously. You would understand if you watched the video.
Oh, yeah. The pizza is aggressive.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we'll say, oh, snap. Okay, but, you guys ready to wrap things up?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Okay, thank you for coming out tonight. Had a good time. And thank you anybody who listened all the way through. It was definitely a good podcast. So, yeah, anyone else want to say anything before we close up?
Just look out for some videos, more Omnislabs videos, maybe some videos on the work we're going to start beginning.
We're gonna start beginning. Okay.
Or, Yeah.
We're
Yep.
gonna,
Work we will start.
yeah. And just everyone beware the pizza. It is aggressive. That is all.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
Later.
See ya.